sowing discord or throwing stones at other leaders. So he was saying there was nothing that I was saying that I didn't want nobody to know. When you share the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, when that's who you are and who you are and what you have developed into and what clothes you don't worry about whether it get out. I didn't tell it in secret. It's my truth. My truth don't change when I get around prestige people. Y'all don't want to talk to me. Oh, no. My truth don't change when I get around dignitaries and high delegates. No, my truth remains the same. My attitude remains the same. My demeanor remains the same. The only thing that changes is my language. Why does my language change? Because I gotta speak on a level so they don't think I ain't got no sense. Y'all ain't talking to me. My truth don't change. My language does. Amen. So there are certain times when you have to adjust how you speak in the situation. The truth about Sabrina Smith is out. There ain't no secrets. It is what it is. And pretty soon the book will be out, so then you'll have an understanding even more. But your truth should not change when it is the truth. Amen. The majority of our failures or our shortcomings come in terms of dealing with people or the influence that we have over people is our truth changes with the people we're around. Our truth changes with the situation and the circumstances. If you was a hoe, you're going to be a hoe, whether it's a hoe in public, hoe in secret. A hoe is a hoe. I'm just being real. Now, you won't say, I may say I'm a hoe in the house, but when I get out, I might say I was a whoremonger. Did anything about what I said change the truth? No, it didn't. The language changed because there are a lot of people who can't handle the raw truth about who you are. You just got to give them the truth. And there's a difference. Notice now, Jesus was very straightforward, yet his confession was merely simple yet understandable. And it was still his truth. Now, I ain't did nothing in secret. Amen. Said nothing in secret. Amen. Been in public. Did everything I had to do out in the open. Because if it was done in secret, you wouldn't be here. If it was done in secret, the high priest would not be questioning him. Because it would not have been made public. Come on, boy. There's a lot about your life, I'm going to go here, that people are making public because they still think it's secret. They are trying to expose something about you that you have already exposed. They're trying to tell something about your yesterday that you done already told. The only reason people do that is because they are looking for something to damage your influence. But what they don't know is what they're telling has already been told. You functioning out your flesh. Because if you was functioning out your spirit, the spirit would have told you she already over it. You in your flesh. Because if you were functioning in the spirit, the Holy Ghost would have told you, you can't take that to her. That's a part of her yesterday. That's a part of her testimony now. And if you keep talking about it, you're going to bring glory to God. Because every time one of God's blessings get magnified, it's bringing glory. Look at somebody say, I'm going to keep bringing God glory. The more you talk about me and where I've been, you helping me bring God glory. Oh yeah, keep on talking about my past. Keep on talking about who I used to be. Keep on talking about what I used to do. You just bringing more recognition to the power of God. You're just bringing recognition to what God is still able to do. Tell somebody, say, he's still able to do exceeding. He's still able to do abundantly. He's still able. I don't care what it looks like. God is still able. I don't care what it feels like. God is still able. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. You got to get to the point where you get motivated to tell your truth. Because you understand that it's going to do something for you, for the person you're talking to, and for the kingdom of God. Get motivated, motivated. I be looking for opportunities to tell people I was molested by my pastor. I be looking for opportunities. You know why? Because I ain't stuck there no more. It's no longer, it don't make me cry no more. It don't make me feel some type of way no more. It don't make me bitter anymore. Now I tell it because I know that what I went through was not for me. What I went through was not just to make me bad, was not to give me a reason to quit, but what I went through was developing my purpose. Somebody shout, God is developing my purpose. Sit down, sit down. Write this down. I gotta go. Lord help me write this down. People who do not really know you will question your motives and your actions. People who don't really know you, they're going to question everything about you. They know you. They know you. But the ones who don't will question everything you do. I can tell. This is a personal release, if I may. I can tell.
Come on, Mom.
When people really don't know me.
Come on, Mom.
You really don't know me if you question. If I tell you I love you, that I love you. You don't really know me. You don't have no clue. And it's okay. I can't fault you for it, boo. I ain't even gonna hold it against you. Because if you really don't know me, I ain't talking about my title. I ain't talking about being the apostle's wife. I don't even care about that kind of stuff. That ain't all. That's not me. But I'm talking about Sabrina. You know me, the real deal, the truth. Hello, me. You really don't know me if you question that. I don't care if I ain't told you in 8 months. If I said it, you better mark it down. I mean that thing. Oh yeah, oh absolutely. If I say it to you, I mean it. Because you know, there was a time I ain't said to nobody. Nobody. Not mama, not daddy, not siblings. No. Especially not church folk. Didn't fool with y'all. Not that you did anything wrong to me. Somebody else that was church folk, church people, did something wrong. You notice I ain't say church hurt. No, who cares? No, I'm talking about church people, people who are in church. You know how we have we categorize and classify ourselves anointed, appointed, and approved by God. Yeah, those type of people. I didn't like them. Didn't like them. Couldn't stand them. And so it made me, Lanita, put up a wall against all church people. So I wasn't going to tell them I love them because I didn't. But the moment I healed, The moment I recognized the value of all of that shenanigan stuff that I had to go through and live through in order to get, I can't love you like I love you if I didn't go through what I went through. I cannot be committed to your progress and your development and who you are as a person if I didn't go through all of that crazy stuff that I've gone through since I've been old enough to go through stuff.
Come on, Mom.
Consistently. And I'm not saying it because it's negative. It was negative when I was going through it all day, every day, because I didn't have an understanding. You know, it's easy for us who have grown and developed. I'm still on truth. It's easy for us when we have grown and developed as people and as people of God to usher into other people's lives a responsibility of acceptance and acknowledgement of where they are is a positive place. It's real easy. But when we were going through the things that we were going through, no matter how much prophetic anointing we had, we saw it as being negative. I ain't gonna lie, it's some stuff while I was saved, I was like, whoa, God, this ain't for me, it can't be for me. This bullet definitely ain't supposed to have my name on it. Because I would have this expectancy that because of who I was and who I was related to, my husband being a pastor at the time, a bishop and so on and so forth, that I'm not supposed to be experiencing this negativity. I'm living right. I ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm giving in my offering and tithe and all this kind of stuff. Where's all this coming from? So I saw it at that moment as negative. It's only when you get on the other side of it and look back and realize what it developed in you that you say, oh Lord, I looked at that thing all wrong. Now there's a difference between me standing on the outside trying to tell you how to think about it while you're on the inside, but it's a completely different story when I'm willing to get inside with you. Y'all don't want to talk to me now. See, this is the real truth. There are a lot of people who are willing to stand on the outside and talk, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, shouldn't be doing that, shouldn't be doing that, but they are not willing to walk through it with you. But I'm one of them cats, help me Holy Ghost, that I like to get in it with you. That's why I was with Foster when she lost her son every time she needed, because I didn't want to stand on the outside and say you should be doing this. No, I went with her, walked through the fire. I lost somebody who didn't do the same thing for me. It wasn't the same. I walked through a different season holding your hand.
So did. That's right.
This is the truth.
That's the truth.
Because we do that. She didn't go to my funeral and such and such funeral and wasn't there with me and sat on the front row and yada yada yada, this, that, and third. Carry out in bathroom. I still need to file an insurance claim. Foster heavy. I'm sorry, y'all. A dead weight will hurt you. You hear me? She just, whoo. And I was like, help me, Jesus. I don't need stockings. These high heels, I don't know how I'm going to manage. Yeah. But just because I didn't walk with you, there were some other things about your life. Come here, little girl. Give me a hand. Stand out, baby. You on my time. There were some other things that I put my hand in your hand with. It may not have been the death of your son. It was the death of your self-esteem. That was the death of your purpose and your passion. But I don't put myself in your situation. You can rejoice right there. Because maybe it wasn't yesterday that I did it with you. But let's go back a few months. Let's go back a few years. Because what we do is we expect people to always be with us in every storm. I walked through with the worst of it. That should have taught you something to where I don't have to walk hand in hand with every storm. Thank you for having me with my message. Appreciate it. What's this? Because that was the same thing that Jesus was facing. Because these people saw him doing something different. Because what they were used to was custom, religion, and tradition. But when he came on the scene, he was trying to snatch everything familiar seen or experienced before, they are going to automatically question it. They're not questioning your motives. They will question the measure.
Yes, yes. That's it.
Some people can't handle hands-on leadership. Not because they have no respect for it, because they're not used to it.
That's right. That's right. That's good. That's right.
So, people who don't really know you will question your motives and your actions. They don't care how many people you help. If they don't know you, they will say things like, they just doing it to get attention.
Right.
Why they doing it like that? Or some other, I wrote this, ridiculous, unmerited statement.
Come on, Mom.
Whenever people don't know you, they will come up with something.
Amen.
They will come up with something. It don't even have to make sense. It don't even have to be remotely close to the truth. When people don't know you and what you're doing is different and what you're doing is impacting on a monumental level,
Come on,
they
Mom.
will throw in anything.
They will.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, they will.
It's just about getting you distracted. It's about to get you distracted and you can't be doing what you're supposed to be doing. Now what's differently affecting people for the positive stops. And that's the problem that we run into. Those of us who have influence, who have the respect of the people, we get distracted and we start going off on tangents about what people are doing, and we stop doing what's making a difference because we're trying to deal with stuff that we already know has no merit. So there are a lot of people, help me Jesus, that say they want to know who you are, but can they really handle your truth? You ever heard somebody just say, just sit down and say, I just really want to know who you are. Just tell me who you are. I just really want to get an idea, so I can respond to you differently. And the moment you start to share with them your improprieties, your shortcomings, your failures, your tendencies and weaknesses.
Come on here. Handle your truth. My God.
Can they really handle your truth? Will your truth set them free?
Come on, Mom.
Or will it keep you bound?
Oh, my God.
Listen, these people that have come to Jesus to question him, they have in some way heard something about him that has increased their level of curiosity. There's something about your life that's increasing people's level of curiosity. Now they want to have a conversation just to see if you really talk like what they've heard. Or do you really possess that voice of authority
Come on, Mom.
like they've heard? Their level of curiosity has been increased. When most people deemed you as a failure, your success will raise their level of suspicion. When you have been deemed a failure by people, your success will raise a level of curiosity. Because they're trying to figure out, this little girl, this little boy that we didn't give any credit to for doing anything, how is it that they are obtaining this level of success? How are they climbing this ladder of success with all odds? Oh yeah, it's some folk that been counted you out. And a lot of people, oh, help me, Jesus. There's some folks that been counted you out. They've been through in the tower, but they realize because you had sustainability in your faith, sustainability in your success, now they calling. Because they still ain't figured out when we counted them out so long ago.
Come on, Mom.
Folks showing up to figure out if you got a new house with no furniture. Somebody missed it. They trying to figure out, hear me, how you got a new house but don't have no furniture. Because if God can give me the blueprint, look at somebody say, God getting ready to fill in my gaps. God is getting ready to fill in my gaps. Everything that's been empty in my life, everything that has been out of place in my life, God is getting ready. Y'all, somebody, ooh, help me, Jesus. Ooh, help me, Jesus. Somebody. I got in the car with no gas money. I got the business name, but no building. I have a business name, but no building. I got a house without every room with furniture. Can I talk to you? God has a way of filling in gaps that your income can't furnish right now. Somebody tell your God, thank you. God is getting ready to fill in some gaps. God getting ready to fill some holes. God getting ready to fill some empty spaces. I gotta finish this message. I gotta finish this. I gotta finish my message. I gotta. Yeah, come on. Listen. Yeah, come on. I got a declaration I gotta make. Listen. If God give you the house and you only got a living room suite and one bedroom suite and you got more rooms than you got furniture, I doubt when company comes, just walk them through the house and show them everything. Don't be ashamed because what you I need investors for my business. I can see that thing filling up. I don't know who I see or what I see, but I see that tank filling up. I ain't talking about no gas tank. I just see it going from half empty to all the way full, from all the way full to overflowing. Who am I talking to? Who am I prophesying to? Who believe the report of the Lord that God is getting ready to fill the glory? That cover. Yeah. Somebody shout Waymaker. Somebody shout Waymaker. Somebody shout Waymaker. Come on, somebody shout Waymaker. Yeah. Somebody need to know it. Somebody need to know it. You just gotta get it. Stay where you are. I ain't rushing you. You watch this. Watch this. You staying in this box. In this box mentality, Karen Lewis.
Wow.
The structure. Come here, White. Hold this microphone. Hold it up right here. This structure that you're giving God is already full.
Why?